All right. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having yourselves a fantastic start to the AM here. Happy Friday. And hopefully, right, we've got a nice smooth trading day in store for us here today. Optimistic that we can get a little bit of some nice smooth price action, but let's see. Big thing for us to watch, I guess, here today, right, is starting to be a little bit more aware of the futures roll. So, roll is officially going to be completed by Tuesday. So, we might start to see a little bit of a transition here today to trading the December contract. So, reasonable chance that the December contract ends up having more volume than the September. I would say higher probability on Monday as well, but something for us to be a little bit aware of. Certain prop firms might already be pushing you towards trading the December contract instead of the September. So if your ES1 is not tradable here today, you're gonna have to search up ESZ, right, which is the monthly code. You can find that here in your trading view. So if you type or you click this little contract switch thing, it'll tell you what contract we're trading towards, right? So we're going from NQU to NQZ, and that will be where you have to search it up. Besides that, hope you guys did have a chance to watch the video I posted there yesterday about the 10 largest moves that we've had over the last month or so and sort of the pattern around those. So hopefully you guys are all aware of that. It's not going to change too much how we actually trade, but certainly looks relatively interesting and gives us something to look towards. Always right when trading, we're asking ourselves, what can I do better? How can I find the easiest moves? And I think that video gives us a good starting point there to build off of. Besides that, it's been an okay week here so far. I would like to finish with a bang. Hopefully, we get some volatility here to end it off. But yeah, looking forward to today. Still a little bit sick. This is driving me nuts. I've been sick all week. I've not ever been this sick before, it feels like. So curious to see how that's gonna impact my life, I guess, today. But yeah, kind of sick and tired of chicken noodle soup and tasteless food. So hopefully one of these days we'll be back to normal here. But yeah, let's get after it here, team. Have ourselves a heck of a session, and yeah, put together a pretty strong Friday. Oh, and last thing, right? Yesterday, I would have made more money had I just taken my first trade of the day and not done anything else for the remainder of the session. I would have made like $60 more per account. Although that's not something to like necessarily brag about, it's showing, right, that this is a market you get paid for your decisions, not your time. So ultimately, the first 15 minutes of the day was where I made my money yesterday. And then the next hour and a half was where I wasted my mental energy and didn't really do anything significant. So if we get a good trade here to start the session off, I'm going to go enjoy my Friday by taking probably just a very long nap. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, and hopefully we can kind of speak it into existence. We do have a little bit of 10 a.m. data here today. Fine. Nothing too crazy before that. So maybe we do get a little bit of an early breakout market prior to markets ripping and rolling. But let's see how things sort of shape up, and let's go from there. So first things first, right? It's a green candle, decreasing volume, and then a gap down. So we're going to go 1 for 3 here to the upside. So that means we have a two-way tape, right? It means we can play things in both directions here. And so we do have setups in either direction. So we're looking for an ORB fake out breakout above 600 today, right? That's going to be our starting point, and then blast through all-time highs. Let's go to like 66.50. And then to the downside here, our pre-market low is 65.80, we'll call it. And then we're going to go down to yesterday's low, which is like 65.40. Oops. All right, and then we'll go 65, 30, 65, 20, 65, 10. So again, lots of space there to the downside if we can get that move. But let's be a little bit patient here until we can get price action to settle in. All right, NQ, inside bar on this one, by the looks of it. Maybe not actually. Looks like it made just one tick over. So again, we'll call that then a 1 for 3. Not going to change anything, right? If it's a 1 for 3 or an inside bar, still tells us that we're looking for a formal breakout away from ranges. And so we're looking, actually, we'll call this a 2 out of 3 without volume. And then we're looking 24.1, still not really changing from that level here. And then to the downside, 23.9. Excuse me. All right. CL, big move here overnight. Very indecisive, very whipsawy. Red candle, decreasing volume, gap up. So 1 for 3. And target's going to be 64 to the upside. And then to the downside here, it's going to be 62. Yeah, call it 62. Our 5% limit should be a little bit further away this morning, so I don't have to worry about that. That gets us down to like 59. So we'll get this down to like 60. Cool. Okay, Apple inside bar. Tesla 3 for 3. Everyone's talking about Tesla hitting 400 this week. It's about $40 shy, so pretty bad call from people. Inside bar on Microsoft. Oh, I feel very stuffed up now. All right. Again, same thing. Inside bar. NVIDIA, technically a gap down. Call that a 1.5 out of 3. It's a 2-cent gap down, so I'm not going to put too much stock into that. AMD, 1 for 3. Meta, red candle, decreasing volume, gap up. So again, 1 for 3. Netflix, 2 out of 3 to the downside with volume. Google, 2 out of 3 without vol. And then the old Vic Ceruni, 14.72. So implied range here of like 0.8%. So we kind of blasted through some of those other names. We'll see how things kind of come together there. Yeah, besides that, interested to see how the day shapes up or where momentum kind of comes together here today. Kind of looking just for a clean, consistent, easy, smooth, whatever story you want to call it here. That's really the objective. If we can find ourselves some clean PA, should be a nice Friday. If not, I'm going to have to be willing to sit on hands, right? As boring as that might be. And we'll just have to let good price action come together. So we got 4 minutes here or so. I'm going to go clear my sinuses before we start the stream here in earnest. Maybe get away from this. I don't know. It feels like I have a drone in my voice here this morning. So I'll be back in a couple minutes here, team, and we'll jump on then. All right, so let's get ready for today's trading session. And yeah, let's see how the what markets have in store for us here today. Any questions here this morning, team? Are we good? All right, I'm going to take that as we're good. So let's get after it here, right? We got 30 seconds. Let's have ourselves a day. Yeah, good. Good. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Ooh, explosion early. Again, guys, right? Like that's what our job is as a trader, right? I talked about this yesterday a lot. Our job as traders is to obviously trade, but trading is one very small part of what we actually need to be doing to do well in this career. And so for sure, always going to try to do those other parts of my job too. Yeah, it tells us more chop conditions or less smooth day, however you want to call it. So what I would say is that if we get the second candle smooth breakout, then it's kind of a better indication of there being like a breakout trade. Otherwise, you're looking for probably a little bit more mean reversion type looks. Pretty small range to start the day off so far. Let's even get to like that 60-point range. Yeah, so the video in the Discord, Mark, that shows you how to do that is called Finding Your Formula for Success. Don't have the time on the live stream to go through all the settings and all that kind of stuff. But you can find that Discord or that video in the Discord. It's posted in multiple places. It's in the Start Here channel, it's in the How to Trade with DTR channel, and it's in the Trading Docs channel. So indecisive open. Not horrific volume, bigger than yesterday. Pretty indecisive open. Interesting. Still no low or low, I think, anywhere, right? Pretty much. I would disagree, Tony, right? Pretty small range, all things considered. Like we've seen ranges of 70 points here so far this week, and today we're at 38 and a quarter. Okay. So now we'd like to see an increasing volume profile. And this candle should go increasing volume. A nasty fake out there on ES. All right, so watching here, guys. We got a minute till this candle closes. To the downside, we're looking here. Twenty seconds. Okay. We'll be looking like this for now. stop would be 24,034, we'll just call it. One contract. Not close, not quite there. I'm in. I got crap fill, but I am in at 24,015. Let's see if this thing can break down. One contract. Pull inside bar. Doesn't kill me here. We'd like to see this thing separate under 24,000, right? The more it gets bouncy around that price, the worse that it feels. But it does feel like we're in a little bit of a tight range here between like 20 and 12. $942. Come on, any day now. That may be a little bit too much time in drawdown here. Let's see. That's not a great reaction. Hmm. Come on, any day now. All right, just got stopped out. So we'll potentially try the same pattern here on the 5 if it comes together. That's minus 375. Wait it out a little bit now. Guys might be setting up again on the 5. Maybe should have just waited for the 5 min. That's fine. Okay, unlikely to be increasing volume. Same. Thing. Let's see if we can get increasing volume here. It's not really gotten down to that 16, 15, 17 area either, actually. Kind of interesting. Okay, so unlikely to be increasing volume here, so might have to wait now for 10 a.m. data. I feel like I've had particularly little to say about this price action so far this morning. And kind of a similar divergence like we had yesterday on ES and NQ. ES was leading and NQ was lagging pretty much all morning. Problem with, I guess, these setups now is we're going into red folder data in 4 minutes. Probably not going to have enough time to execute this, right? Mama, there goes that man. But I could, should I? No. Risk reward is there. I'm just gonna have to wait until the data, because the data is gonna open up an opportunity for a little bit more aggression, right, from a volume perspective. All right, so let's see how this data reacts here. A couple minutes. And so, whoa. Bit of a wacky looking open. Oh, that's exactly why we waited. Two minutes to go. No real clean signals or setups anywhere. Yeah, let's watch this 5-min to the upside here. I cannot shake this cold. It's driving me nuts. Not sure if I'd want to use the pullback technique here. I think I'd only want to use the aggressive. Want tight risk on this. Right, so that would be less than 10 points. It's very positive. So setting this up, guys, starting to set this up and watch. The stop loss would be 47. Yeah, well, let's focus on this first, but yeah, I feel like this is the sickest I've been in like 10 years. So for a decent amount of just like absorption at this 50 handle. Okay, this would be a 46 stop loss now. Okay, so watching closely here. Gentle pullback, gentle pullback. Okay, guys, I am in average price 52.25, 52.25. Three contracts, stop at 46. Come on. Where's my freaking setup alerts channel? Okay, keep pushing here, keep pushing. Keep pushing here, NQ. All right, so we can get through 60. That felt a little bit more work than it maybe should have been. Even keep pushing here. Get through 60 with some enthusiasm. Didn't like that. Come on, any day now. I've just been stopped. Oh, fucking life. So sitting at 735.09. Dumb. Should have found an exit earlier. All right, so we wait a little bit. Okay, so this will be our chance now for that 5-min pattern. Yeah. Okay, 15 seconds. Let's watch. Okay, so stop loss would be 33, guys. Stop loss would be 33 short. And that would be a bit higher, bit higher. Alternatively, we could do this. But I would prefer the aggressive. Looking at 38. I'll call it 39, just keep it simple. Okay, it's not what we're looking at the pullback technique instead. I'd say around 50 would be my reference price here. Yeah, Kevin, I already talked about this today in the stream. The video on how to do that is inside the Start Here channel of the Discord, inside the How to Trade channel of the Discord, and in the trading docs. I would recommend please doing your preparation before joining the stream because I simply don't have the time to walk through those details as I'm setting up my trades. There's nothing, guys, that I use on a daily basis or a tool that I use on a daily basis that I haven't made you a video on how to use yourself. So please do your prep. Okay, watching here still. Carefully, carefully, carefully. This is a short setup, guys, right? Short setup. Be very clear and obvious. Okay, watching here. Sweet. So I'm in short 24,051.50. Two contracts, stop loss at 61. Maybe a bit shitty entry. 2 contracts. Guys, do the math yourselves, please, right? It's 10 points of risk. We should be able to figure that out. Says 2 contracts there as well. So do the calculation, right? When I'm doing my risk reward or my position sizing calculation, it's whatever the difference between the reference prices and my stop loss. That is how I'm determining my position sizing. We should all be doing that before we enter a trade, not asking that question after I've entered one. Oh, fuck me. Took the stop again. Man, things are just blasting through today. Does everyone understand how many dollars a point is worth in NQ? Everyone understand that? Does everyone understand what their max loss number is? Because if you just type in your entry price and your stop loss location, you can work backwards to your entry price or to your position sizing. But guys, it's always going to be a very big struggle if we don't understand the risk that we're taking, right? So we need to be doing those calculations beforehand. It's completely unacceptable not to. How much you lose should never be a surprise. Is that clear? Well, Nick, I have to make sure that people here who are trading understand why they're making trading decisions and have the information they need to get better. So I appreciate your feedback, but it is not relevant. If you want me to not take risk management seriously and the psychology of trading seriously, you are in the wrong place. Is the only thing that matters. So if we choose to neglect those details, we're fucked. But yeah, I will take that with a level of intensity that maybe would make most people uncomfortable, but it is not me attacking anyone personally. It is me attacking your trading because that's ultimately what's going to make you money. So if you don't have the thick skin for that, tough shit, man. Sorry for you. But this is a ruthless game. You got to toughen up. Okay, so looking for a long here. Stop would be 66. What's the difference between 73 and 66, guys? That's your position sizing. I'm looking at probably 3 contracts here. All right, Nick, you're in mute, buddy. So we're looking for a long here. Just waiting a little bit. It's a bit frothy up here. Well, I don't get why you would ever want to take a trade without understanding what you're doing before you take a trade. That's my belief. All right, guys, I am in 73.75, 3 contracts. 73.75. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Guys, the spread has still not crossed. You should not have been stopped out. This is taking just a little bit too long. All right, just got stopped. Motherfucker. All right, guys, I'm going to kill the stream here for the day. I'm done. See you guys on Monday.